Time is what we want most, but what we use the worst. You ever heard of that phrase before? It's an interesting phrase. We're going to dive into it on the richer mindset. But before we do, real quick, this is the richer mindset. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is a channel where we talk about different things I've learned across my professional and entrepreneurship journey that I believe can help you wherever you are on your journey. All right, let's dive into it. So, what I said, time is what we want the most, but what we use the worst. You may find yourself in that situation right now with what you're doing on a day to day basis where you're not using time that you have the best way. I'm here to tell you right now that you need to make a few different changes to your life, to your daily routine on how you're utilizing your time. And hey, I get it, right? I'm the same way where I love to relax, or I got a million different things to do in my schedule. And those things that I want to do to better myself or put energy into an idea I have, they continue falling down the priority list. And I end up essentially not making time for it. And what happens? 1 month goes by, 2 months goes by, three, four, a year, and you still haven't spent any time on that idea that you have or on an area where you want to better yourself. I'm here to tell you, you got to start using your time better. And I believe you can do it. I know you can do it. I've had to do it. I've gone through that process, and I think that you can do the same thing. Well, how did I do it? What worked for me? I started with just spending a short amount of time on something that was important for me, something to help me better myself. And bettering yourself can be a lot of different things. Bettering yourself can be taking time to read a book. Bettering yourself can be listening to the richer mindset or listening to another YouTube channel. Bettering yourself can be I'm going to put 30 minutes into my entrepreneurship idea or 30 minutes into learning how to invest every day. The point is get in a habit of allocating that time for you and nobody else. A lot of times in our lives, we have so many other people that request our time or want our time. And we got to be a little bit more selfish. We got to be selfish not only to other people, but specifically for ourselves and to ourselves. We have to talk to ourselves and say, hey, I know you want to watch TV right now. I know you want to relax on the couch and look at TikTok or YouTube, but you need to get up and take 30 minutes at least for yourself so that you can grow, so that you can be better, so that you can start getting in that habit of consistency. I was talking to a friend the other day and we were talking about, exercising and doing that consistently and losing weight. And the key word that really stuck out was consistency. You got to be consistent. And if you build consistency, you will start to see success. And I think the same thing applies to time management. If you can be consistent with how you're using your time and start building up that memory, that's going to help you become successful for whatever it is you want to be successful against. Like I said, that may just be bettering yourself. That may just be learning more knowledge about a particular area, or it may be a goal you have. What I've learned is, and what I told myself was, hey, I want to relax. I like to relax. And I'm not saying you shouldn't relax at all. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm going to start putting more time on things that are important to me. So when I achieve success in those areas, in the future, I can relax more. In the future, I can just have time when I do absolutely nothing. But everything's a balance though, right? Everything's a balance. Like, I don't want you to walk away from this video today thinking, oh, he's saying I can't relax at all, or he's saying I should just always be working, working, working. No, that's not what I'm saying. We all need relaxation. We all need a mental break. We all need time where we're just not really doing anything. But the point I'm driving home is don't let that be all you do. Prioritize time every day for things that are important to you and things that you want to achieve. Because before you know it, time will pass you by. And before you know it, you look up 2, 3 years and you see someone else doing the same idea that you wanted to do. And you say, oh man, I should have really put the time in. Man, that's the same idea I had. How did they get 1 million views in 1 week? How did they get $20,000 worth of sales on their t-shirt business? Or how do they have 3 or 4 different real estate properties? Man, if I would have just started 2 or 3 years ago when I had the idea and I wanted to do it. Well, the good thing is it's not too late. The good thing is you can start today. Start with just 30 minutes. And when you get comfortable with that consistency, increase that time. Increase it to an hour. Increase it to 45 minutes. All I'm saying is prioritize your time day to day so that you can achieve what is important to you and get success in some of these areas where you want to grow or you may have an idea. That's what I try to do in my life. It's been helpful for me. I try to make sure, as time goes on, my priorities continue to change and shift from activities to new things I have to dive into in my personal life, but I still make sure I spend time for things that are important to me. Always make sure you have time for yourself. Make it essential. The same way we have to eat every day, the same way we have to breathe, make that essential. Make the time that you have for yourself essential every day. And use different techniques to motivate yourself. I get it. Every day is not the same. Every day is not easy. There are some days where it's really hard to motivate yourself. I have to have self-talks. I have to remind myself that it's about the journey. Every day is not going to be great. Every day is not going to be a day where I feel super excited to go work on an idea. It's a grind, but you got to keep going. And you got to just know that your time is precious. It's precious to you, not only just to other folks. If you take anything away from what I'm talking about today, it's utilize your time for you, utilize your time for what's important to you, and you'll start seeing changes happen in your life. Drop some comments on how you use your time today, what's worked for you, what isn't working. I'd love to chat about it in the comments. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned.